Hello, we'll be going live in a minute. Good evening, Texas bikers all across the nation and the world. This is Texas Biker Radio News. Tonight I'm winging it without OG. And yeah, we've been off the internet for a few days because the weather here in north central Texas has been atrocious. We had ice storms, we had temperatures down into the teens, something that we're not really used to. But so I stayed inside and didn't come out to the studio. Just I did things. I don't know whether you caught my YouTube shorts that I produced, but they're interesting, and we'll post them up on Facebook. So yeah. But tonight, everybody, tonight, we're going to talk about two things that are similar, but they're thousands of miles apart. And I'm going to start overseas with Iran and the Ayatollah. And tonight is about the hard truth that too many leaders refuse to face. And we're talking about the lack of actions. Let me say this. Let me say this. Let me show you this one. Waiting and inactions cost lives. They say that again. Waiting and inactions cost lives. And I'm going to give you an example. Matter of fact is, over the years, since Jimmy Carter and the CIA installed the Ayatollah and the IRGC to come in and take over a country, they had all the weapons. They overthrew the government that was there. And since then, let me tell you, they have been responsible for the deaths of many American soldiers, contractors, and of course, not to mention their own citizens. Murder, mayhem, chaos, and they've done this through their proxies throughout the world for decades. And let me say this, everybody, listen up. Because there was 15 different instances where we took no action at all. Actions where they actually killed Americans, a whole barracks full, 200 and something people, servicemen and contractors. I think it's incredible. And we did nothing. Nothing. And it happened again and again and again. Because of what? The body count wasn't sufficient? Whatever. But what it did, it left them invigorated to the point this went on for years and decades and decades. And yeah, we get in skirmishes with them. But what we don't do is put the effort to finish the job. And that's what we're getting to now. We got the assets there to finish the freaking job. They have American blood on their hands. And they're still making threats. That's the truth of it, and you know it. And you know it. But we've got, I don't know why we haven't taken action yet, as thousands of people are being executed in Iran. And we're trying to solve wars all over the world, but this one is going to be solved by our military. And it needs to happen now. The shit needs to stop out of the Ayatollah, the mullahs, and the IRGC, who we understand now are moving their headquarters to the UK. They are fleeing. They know what's coming. And we shouldn't let the cockroaches scatter around the world. We should catch them there and make it where the people in Iran who want freedom, who want to get rid of these mullahs. And matter of fact, just want to get rid of Islam. They are not an Islamic population. What it is, Islam has all the weapons. We can fix that, and we need to do it now. Not tomorrow, not next week, not next month, not next year. Now. It ends. It's really incredible. Really incredible. I don't know how our politicians can let this go. We got to speak up. It's crazy. Because now we have all these things that are going on. There's families that are left without answers. And the trust, once broken, doesn't come back. It doesn't come back. I mean, whether it's slow responses, mixed messages, or the leaders are more worried about headlines and outcomes, the pattern is the same. Delay turns into tension and into tragedy and, yes, death of many people. We can't let this keep rocking on. Now it's the time to end it. So now let's zoom out. I thought of this the other day. We're going to zoom out to Minnesota. Oh, yeah. These two people, right now, should be in jail. They should be in jail. They're insurrectionists. They're liars. They're thieves. And they are fanning the flames of chaos. Anarchists. And you know what has happened? For years in Portland, the people have been attacking ICE, attacking government buildings. I mean, we've seen this again and again and again. Then it spreads. Then it gets over to Minnesota. And let me say this. The Democrats don't give a damn whether anybody's a criminal or what. They want to keep them here. They want to keep the illegal immigrants here, even if they are murderers, rapists, thieves, drug runners, whatever. They don't care. They don't care. They want them here because they believe that's their new voter base. Not Democrats that are barely hanging on out there in these blue cities. Yeah. But these insurrectionists and these people that are in the streets, and I believe our law enforcement, the DOJ, the government in general, know who the people that are financing things, they know who they are. And just why are they dragging their feet? And the other thing that would have nipped this, they let this go on for years, again and again and again. We've seen the Antifa types out all night, every night, banging on drums, blowing whistles, setting shit on fire, attacking police and ICE and whoever else they want to go after, but yet it just keeps letting it go on and on and on. And I do believe in my heart that if they would have started putting these people in jail, federal prosecutions, and put them there for a while, this would settle down. But no, they keep letting them go and go and go and go for months, for years, until it spread to Minnesota, where you've got another batch of lunatics. And now we find out one of the things here, the Somali daycare centers, the learning centers, and all those things have been wiped off the news. Oh yeah, that's off. Now it's about ICE. Now it's about how mean they are. That's what everything's about now. They've allowed it to fester on and on and on without doing something about it. Like putting people in jail. That's the truth of it. And now to the point where the American people are kind of sick of seeing this shit on TV every night. Especially since the media is just showing one side of the issue. And they've joined in on the vilification of men that are trying to get illegal alien criminals out of the country. Now let me say this. I was surprised today to learn that, I think it was ICE, didn't have a database on all these people that were out there riding in the streets all night, every day. They don't have a database on them. Why? They got a database on us bikers. People that are in the database even though they've never done nothing. And you can be put into a database just because you talk to a 1% club. Yet these people can go out night after night after night and attack law enforcement without any consequences. And I'm sorry for the guy that died, but he's another lunatic. That's the reason he's dead. It's common sense. Now, we are veterans of many protests over bikers' rights and other issues, over people that the law enforcement was trying to send to jail for 40 years. And yes, when we did those protests, guess what? Many times I had a weapon on me. Not from the police, not because they were going to attack us, because there's some lunatic out there that may attack us. And yes, we saw them. And yes, we even saved one guy that was walking through the protest zone that had brandishing a knife. And of course, the Waco police went after him, and we're out there yelling, "Don't kill him, don't kill him." Because they were chasing him with a lot of heavy weapons. But they took him in. You don't take a weapon to a protest and then attack the cops, law enforcement, no matter what level they are. You don't do it. You're stupid. And of course, the Antifa types, I remember one guy saying, or one gal was, it was a gal, she was saying it was the hardest thing to do was to get people to live with the idea they may die, that it's okay. As a matter of fact, I had to go over that, and I think that was in a Millennial Millie piece that I still have. I'll go looking for that and see if that's was exactly what was said. But it was said. Now is the time that when these people come out there, that they are arrested in mass, charged by federal law enforcement before federal courts. We're going to have more to say about this as it goes along. I don't care that we don't make a dime off of YouTube, and we have it about the 12 years we've been doing this. But I can tell you, let me bring up one other country. One other thing here, everybody. One other thing. The Vietnam War started in 1955, somewhere around there. Began with U.S. military assistance, advisory, and support of South Vietnam. 1964, the Gulf of Tonkin accident escalates a U.S. government involvement, or U.S. involvement. 1965, when I went in the Navy, U.S. combat troops are deployed in large numbers. 1973, U.S. combat forces withdraw. Then there's the fall of Saigon. Let me tell you this, everybody. This thing, too, drug on for years. 58,220 U.S. servicemen and women died in the Vietnam War. 47,434 were killed in action. And another 10,786 died from non-combat causes, accidents, and stuff like that. Let me tell you, just being in the military is dangerous because you're around heavy equipment, you're around heavy firearms, you're around ordinances, you are in danger every day. You could be out there in the high seas with 65-foot waves. If your ship was to lose power, guess what? And you broach, it flips, baby. And we had that happen, 1966. Just saying, everybody, being in the military is dangerous. Period. So, that war drug on and on and on. When we had the ability, if we fought it right. But what we did, we drug it out. Till we came up with that number, 58,220 U.S. servicemen and women. Because they didn't try to finish the freaking job. There were so many places that you could not attack. So the soldiers on the ground suffered because of it. My opinion, I'm entitled to it. And there will be many servicemen that agree with me. When I went in the Navy in 65, I did not have a clue about Vietnam. All I knew is I thought it was a family tradition. My dad was in the Navy. I was going to follow his footsteps, and I exactly did. But I was proud to do it. Think about what I've said. Contact your congressman and your stupid senators who's going to, excuse me, who's going to try to shut down again. And this is not about ICE or anything like that. This is trying to hurt the Trump economy and slow it down, cause chaos. They want to keep it going till the midterms. And get ready, everybody, because that's what's going to happen unless the people step up. Call your congressmen, call your senators, tell them to frickin' cooperate with each other instead of all this bullshit that goes on where they drag it out for days, weeks, months, years. We all ought to be tired of it. And you people that watch this, I want you to share it, pass it on, comment in the comment section. If you think I'm a lunatic, tell me. If you think I'm totally wrong, tell me. This is where we're at. You know, you take a look at it. What have they done about CARE? Have you heard about CARE? An Islamic organization? They're planning a takeover, baby. I'll find that video too. It's sickening. Sickening. And nobody's doing anything about it. Nobody. The plan is set. And we'll talk about that in the next one. This is Butch Popeye Moss. Have a great evening. I'm going to, in spite of all of this, just know I'm working on it. Good night, everybody. Good night. Sons of Liberty Riders MC on Facebook. Texas Biker Radio News on Facebook. Butch Moss on Facebook. Yeah. Bye-bye.